We welcome you back to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. It's the Chiefs in control of the football as we take you back to the action in the third quarter. On first down, Mahomes looking for Gray and finding him once again.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, he's...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That's going deep for Bateman. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 66 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back speed.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now They would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him in.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big pickup of 38.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead. For those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Tershawn Wharton, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 23-yard run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure, because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Well, not one you see.